this is just to add to the conversation to make this episode interesting. But Andy, would you be okay if I tell him a funny story that I have from high school? It took place during my dark period, but it was really funny.
Okay, as long as it's within the time constraints, because you know your stories can get what you think I can talk. Huh, mate.
Okay.
Let
All right.
him
I'll just
go.
tell you what happened. In my junior year of high school, which was the first bad year that I had in my rough spot, I was in a geometry class with an instructor named Mr. Wu. And what happened was, he was nice for the most part, but he was very annoying. Like, if he asked you a question and if you gave an answer that was incorrect, he always was like, no. And he did it for an extended period of time. What happened was the assignment was I had to come up with a rap based on the topics of geometry that he taught. And I developed a sleep disorder in my junior year. And so I didn't know about the rap until the day that it was supposed to happen, you know? And what happened was Mr. Blute came up to me and was like, where's your rap, Doug? And I was like, rap? And he was like, yeah, the one I had you work on, where is it? And I was like, I realized that I didn't work on it. And I was like, it's in my binder right here. And I pointed to my binder. And the teacher was like, okay, then I'll see you at the front of the class, which was obviously his way of saying, I don't believe you, but okay, I'll just go with it, you know? And what happened was I tried cheating by coming up with it at the last second. And the teacher noticed. And so to foil me, he called me and my partners up to present ours first, you know? And at that point, I was like, okay, I'm going to make this up as I go along. So when I came to the front of the classroom, my partners did a fake beat with sounds, and I made up the rap entirely on the spot for a record time of like 7 minutes. And in the middle of my performance, I did a fake drum solo, and I looked over to my teacher, and he was looking at me like this. And so I could tell that he knew I was making it up as I went along. And by the time it was over, the class gave me a standing ovation. Like, they all got on their feet and cheered and applauded. And so I looked over to Mr. Wu, and I gave him a smug grin like this. And Mr. sort of looked at me and was like, yeah, sure, whatever, Doug. I know you didn't plan for this, but okay.
That's cool, mate.
What do you think of that story? Is that funny?
Look, you know, like, it's all these stories that we do, like these life journeys,